Hey Rick, it looks like you're about ready to create some rough grouse habitat.
I sure am, Mark, and Steele and I are proud to be here sponsoring the Rough Grouse Society, and we're ready to make some habitat here, so we better get our 2 tree lengths distance away from each other so we don't cause any accidents.
Well, let me get out of your way and you can get to it.
See this tooth right here? On all chainsaws, we really want to be careful of this, but here at Steele, we really like to stress safety as much as possible, and we want you to be aware of this kickback corner. This is where all the kickback occurs in a chainsaw, and when that tooth gets in there and it gets in a bind, this saw will kick back on you. A couple different safety features on a chainsaw you want to be aware of. If you want to have a chainsaw with an inertia chain brake on it, you want to make darn sure you have a chainsaw with a throttle interlock on it. Once we've examined the chainsaw, we're all set to go to the woods and go to work. Always be prepared when you run your chainsaw. We want to protect our hearing, our eyesight, our head, our hands, our legs, and our feet. Steel-toed boots and safety chaps are always required when we're operating a chainsaw in the woods. Now that we're all equipped, we're ready to fire the chainsaw up and go to work. 3 things we need to be aware of when we fell this tree is number 1, hazards. We always want to look overhead for any dead branches, broken tops. Look at the condition of the tree. Is it rotted? Is it ready to bust on you right off at the ground? Wind conditions, weather conditions. Number 2 is we want to look at the natural lean of the tree. If at all possible, let's please fall the tree with the lean. If not, that becomes something we need to use here as the wedge. The third and probably the most important thing is we want to make sure we have an escape route at a 45-degree angle away from the direction that we're felling the tree. Watch the tree fall, make sure nothing comes back at you. Do not be in a hurry, take your time. Well, you're probably not going to be able to hear me when I start this chainsaw up, but there's a couple things we need to consider besides our hazard appraisal and our escape route. We definitely want to make sure we put the chain brake on, and that's forward before we start our chainsaw. Once we get it started, we've got our escape route plan. We're going to put a face cut in the front of the tree as low as possible to the ground, making a notch 70 to 90 degrees. Behind that, we're going to bore cut through the tree. Bore cut using the saw at wide open throttle, using the lower part of the bar. We bore cut through the tree, establishing a hinge of wood about a ½ an inch thick on this tree. If the tree was bigger, we would use an inch. It all depends on the diameter of the tree. We work our way to the back of the tree, leaving a leg in the back. We pull the chainsaw out, release that back leg, and release the tree, making our escape route appropriately.
Steele, your partners in creating wildlife habitat.